All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 54. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Buddy up. Check right 54. Right 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. What's up? Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Okay. Check now. Short stop. Check.
Harris throwing on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. Lets it go for Nelson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Operating from the gun. Harris. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Showing up.
80 weapons. Hey, Alpha. 2.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That's it, baby. We got run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Let's go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, D. Switch.
A first down carry for Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check. Left.
First carry for James Conner. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Indy.
Shoot.
Hey, Orbit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And Robinson with a big catch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Set. 15 line. Bravo.
Everyone got 4 down.
Get it.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterbaak. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's going to be caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Check.
Hey, Steve 6. Ready?
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. Harris. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
59 Mike, check, 59.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike, check, 59.
Yes. They go.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Lock now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, Smith. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about
This is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 16-yard line.
To throw is Harris. Off the play fake. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Harris on first down. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I can't believe they let you win. I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They run with Hines. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Harris now on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Saints.
Here's Harris on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Looking to throw. Harris. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Right there.
Block now to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, Sam off. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Get it.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, G.
Back to throw. Harris. Caught by Nelson. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Ready? Right. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch.
Harris to throw on second down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Block again here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Block now. 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Five.
Right there. 54, right there.
Rock it.
Check tight.
From midfield, here's Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just what...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They run again with Hines. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got you to pin their ears back and get after him now.
To throw is Harris. To throw on 3rd down. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Harris looking to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Now.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From just shy of midfield, Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 30. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Throw left side, complete. It's Arnold. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Locke working out of the gun. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw it is Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Let's get it.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Mike 59. Watch the screen. Pass.
Look at me. Door. Shoot.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Harris now throwing on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints. 1st down. Here's Harris on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw on 2nd down. Harris. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. Staying on his feet. Powerful running. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Smith. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Check 99. Check 99.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, Haywood.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Let him know, let him know.
They begin with a run by Miller. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harris. He finds Taylor. Complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Harris. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
54's Mike. Check.
Harris throwing on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
18 Gator.
Check. 59. Watch QB drop.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A lot going to throw it here. This one caught by Ridley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humping.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Our time. Look at it. Switch.
To throw is Harris. On 1st and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Let's go, let's go.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got 3. Kill.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch it.
Go. Ready.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
Check 26. Kill.
Out. Big rip.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Locke. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey, orbit.
50's the mic.
Leo.
Here I come again.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.